I'm currently giving away whatever knife you see on screen. I have no idea because I procrastinate and I haven't gotten the giveaway item yet for this video, but I give a knife away in every video. So if you want to enter today's giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel down below, turn on those notifications, leave a like on this video, and leave a comment down below. Follow the rest of the entries on the link down in the description box below. Hey guys, it's SkinFreak. Yeah, I'm not dead. Get fucking triggered. With the new Dust 2 remake, with the shit ton of new CSGO updates, and just with the fact that even if you have a beast PC, CSGO tends to dip in FPS, hopefully this 2018 updated guide will help you increase your FPS boost and show you how to get better FPS in CSGO, whether you're on a complete shit PC or on a pretty decent one and just looking for some smoother gameplay. If I am able to help you increase your FPS, I would greatly appreciate it if you return the favor by dropping a like on the video and subscribing to my channel so you don't miss any future videos like this. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, I'll try to make it as fast as possible, so just tag along. So the first thing you're gonna want to do on your PC is actually come down here where you have your folder. You're just gonna open up your Windows Explorer, and what you're gonna want to go ahead and do is right where it says this PC, you're gonna want to right click on this, go down to where it says properties, click on that. You're gonna get this window. Sorry, to open on my other monitor. Click on advanced system settings, and then the first one's gonna say performance. Click settings there. You're gonna get this box, and it's probably gonna be set to let Windows choose what's best for my computer. You're gonna want to click on adjust for best performance. Once you select that, go ahead and click apply and then okay. Next up, you're gonna want to come down here on the little Windows icon, click on it and just start typing. Even if you don't see a little typing box, if you start typing, it will just pop up. So you're gonna want to go ahead and type in power space options, and as you'll see, you should see something that comes up that shows a little battery with a plug and says power options. Go ahead and click on that. You're gonna get this screen. You want to make sure that you select high performance because default is gonna be on balanced recommended. So go ahead and select high performance. Click on change plan settings. Come down here where it says show advanced settings, and then you're going to get this box. Now from here, you're going to want to scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says processor power management. Open that up, and you're going to want to make sure that the minimum processor state is set to 100%, and then the maximum processor state is set to 100%. Now also, if you're running this on a laptop, you're going to have another option like this. It's going to be something along the lines of your processor when it's not plugged in. Just make sure that is also set to 100%. If you don't see it, then just leave it how it is. But if you have a laptop, you should see something like that. Next up, you want to come down here to your taskbar. Go ahead and right click on that. Click on task manager, and your task manager is going to open up. You want to come over to the tab that says startup, and then you simply want to disable every single thing here unless you have something that you need to run. So in my case, I have classic start menu. Obviously, I'm going to leave that one enabled because that's just like this classic looking start menu, and obviously I want that to always run. But everything else other than that, I'm going to disable. So go ahead and disable everything you see here. From here, you want to click on the tab that says performance, and right down here, it's going to say cores and have a number. This number you want to memorize and just, take note of it. So in my case, it says cores is 4. So I'm just going to remember 4 because we are going to need this 2 or 3 times later in the video. So just, take note of this number. Next up, you're going to come down here to the Windows icon once again, but this time we're going to be searching up system configuration, and you're going to want to click the first one that has like a little computer and it says system configuration. From here, you're going to want to come over here where it says boot. Your Windows is going to already be selected. You're going to want to click on advanced options. And right here, you're going to want to make sure you check number of processors. And we're going to set this to that number of cores that we just memorized a second ago in the last step. So mine was 4, so I'm going to set that to 4. You're going to go ahead and click OK. Next up, we're going to come over here where it says services. And then you're going to want to check this box that says hide all Microsoft services. From there, there's still going to be a huge list of all these things that say that they're running or that they're stopped. Basically, all you want to do is go ahead and click disable all, and then you're going to click apply and then OK. After you do that, you're going to get a little dialog box that's asking if you want to restart your PC now or later. Just go ahead and restart your PC right now at this step. And then once your PC is completely done restarting, follow on with the next step of this video. Okay, so once your PC restarts, you want to come down here and we're going to search again. This time we're going to search for the %, app data, %, and you're just going to click enter. Now it's going to say didn't find anything, but if you click enter, it's going to open up this folder right here. What you want to do is come up here and click on where it says app data, local, and then we're going to come down here and find the folder that is titled temp, TMP. Open that up, and you're going to see you're most likely going to have a ton of files. As you can see, I literally have an insane amount of files in here. This is all temporary files that you do not need. So you're going to want to go ahead and select all of them. The easiest way to do this is just to click on one of the folders so it's highlighted blue, hold in control and then click A, and it's going to select all of these folders. So hold in control, select A, and as you'll see, boom, everyone's selected. From here, you can just click the little delete icon on your on your keyboard to delete them, or you can right click and delete, and it will delete all of these files. After you delete all these files, you're going to want to click over here where it says my PC or this PC, whatever yours might say, and you're going to come over to your local disk. You're going to click on the folder that says Windows, and then you're going to come down here to where it says prefetch. So you want to go to the P's, and prefetch is right here. Open that folder up, and once again, these are files that we do not need, so we're going to delete all of them. Once again, if you have a lot of them like I do, you can just go ahead and select one, holding Control, click the letter A at the same time. It's going to select everything, and then you can right click and delete. Next up, we're coming down here to the search bar once again, but this time we're going to type in disk space cleanup, and as you'll see, it's going to have a little disk with like a little brush above it. So we're going to go ahead and open that up. Then it's going to ask you to select a drive. Now we're going to perform this on every single one of our hard drives. So, you know, just start with the top one and work your way down. If you have one, if you have two, if you have 6, I don't know how many you might have, but however many you have, click on the first one, click OK. It's going to load up this, and what you want to do is just simply select every single item that is in this section. So you want everything selected, and then all you're going to want to do is go ahead and click OK. Now, once this is done deleting all these unnecessary files, you're going to want to complete this step for each hard drive like I said. So simply search up disk cleanup once again, and then work your way down through all of your hard drives till you have cleaned out all the files on all of your hard drives. The next thing you want to do is just delete any files that you don't really need. So if you have large video files, or just the files you don't use, or even programs you don't use, go ahead and just get all of that deleted. One really good example of that is if we come down here to the folder icon, go to this PC, go to local disk C, and a lot of you guys, if you come here, will see that you actually have a folder that would say windows.old. It's going to be obviously under the Windows folder. It's going to be called windows.old. If you have that folder, you want to come here and just delete that folder, because, you know, sometimes that folder is all the way up to 25 to 50 gigabytes of files that you don't need. Windows does not use those files. It's basically files that Windows used to use before you updated your PC, and then after you updated your PC, for some reason they saved those files in a folder on your desktop for no reason. So if you have that folder, go ahead and delete that. That's going to save up some more space on your hard drive, and in theory make it a little bit faster. Next up, we're going to come back down here. This time we're going to search up folders, and we're going to get this thing that says show hidden files and folders. Go ahead and open up that, and you're going to want to come right down here where it says hide extensions for known file types, and you want to make sure this is unchecked. By default, this is checked, so go ahead and uncheck it, click apply, and click OK. Next up, you're going to want to go ahead and open up Steam, and then you want to come to your games library. So you're going to right click on CSGO and come down here to properties. Once this little box comes up, you're going to want to uncheck enable Steam overlay, and then uncheck use desktop game theater. So you just want to make sure both of these are unchecked, and then go ahead and click on set launch options. From here, you want to type in a dash and then the word threads, space, and now we're going to put that number that we memorized earlier in the video for our cores. So if you remember, mine was 4, I'm going to type a 4. If yours was 3, 2, 1, whatever yours was, put that number right there and then hit space once again. Now from here, you want to open up the description of this video, and you're going to see a huge list of these commands. You're just going to want to highlight all those and copy them. Once you copy them, you want to come back here, make sure there is a space after the number 4. As you can see, I have a space. You're going to right click and paste them. So here we go. I have this entire list of all of these commands. You just want to make sure you get all of these in here, and then you're going to click OK. After that, you want to click on the tab up here that says local files, and then we're going to click on browse local files. Next up, we're going to click on the CSGO folder. We're going to right click over here in the white space. We're going to click new text document. Now you want to click at the end of the .txt extension so you can highlight all of this, and you're going to want to type in autoexec.cfg. And then all you want to do is you can just click out here, and as you'll see, it's going to ask if you want to change it. Click yes, and now we have this file right here. Now from this part, you want to go in the description of the video once again, and this time click on the link, and it will bring you to this Gamebanana thread that was created by 123 Kilos. So, you know, big shout out to him for actually making this thread. But essentially, all you want to do is scroll down here, and you're going to see this box of all of these, you know, different settings that is going to be changing. You're just going to want to start at line number 1 and just highlight everything that is in this box all the way down to line 190. So once you have all that highlighted, you can right click and click copy that, and then you can get this out of the way. Now from here, you want to come back to this CSGO folder where we had that file that we just created, but this time you're going to right click on that and click open with. Now if you don't see Notepad right here, you're going to want to click view more apps, and you scroll down until you find Notepad. But all you're going to do is click on Notepad. You can keep this checked or uncheck it. That's completely up to you, and just click OK. And then it's going to open up in Notepad. So from here, we're just going to right click, paste. It's going to paste all of those different settings that we just copied from that guy's Gamebanana thread. Once again, shout out to 123 Kilos. But after you paste that in your Notepad, you're going to want to click File, Save, and then you can just click Exit on that. Now, last but not least, you want to go ahead and boot up CSGO. Once CSGO is booted up, come over to Options, click on Video Settings, Come down to display mode and go ahead and set that to full screen windowed. From here, you want to make sure that the laptop power savings is disabled. You want to set global shadow quality to auto, just leave it on auto. Model texture detail low. Effect detail low, shader detail low. Multi-core rendering, you want to leave that enabled. Turn off the multi-sampling mode. Leave your texture filling mode on auto. Turn off the FXAA. Turn off the vertical sync and turn off the motion blur. Take note of my settings. This is what yours should look like. Essentially, we're on the lowest setting for everything except global shadow quality is on auto, and then the multi-core rendering is enabled. Also, one last thing that you can do is mess around with your aspect ratio and your resolution. Obviously, the lower your resolution is, the more frames per second you will be getting while you're playing the game. But essentially, if you make it too low, you're not going to even be able to see what's going on in the game, so it's kind of pointless. So go ahead and experiment with the resolution until you find one that is still good enough for you to play, but also increases your FPS to your desired, FPS amount. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to drop a like on it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on those notifications so you never miss a future video from me. Enter that giveaway if you haven't already. This has been SkinFreak, and until next time, stay freaky.